Hey guys, it's Amanda. We just got back from Costco and I wanted to just do a couple little grocery shopping, reveal with you little things that we got. Many of these things you probably already buy, and then also just a couple tips that I have and a couple compromises I make that might be helpful for you or not. Either way, hopefully you can take something out of this that will help you. I'm sorry that the only way I can do this is by holding the phone, so you have to apologize if it's a little, don't get seasick. All right, so some of the things that I get, I'm going to try and keep this quick. Let's try and make this a 5-minute deal, okay? I'm a big bargain shopper. I'm big on prices. So some things I'm willing to pay more for because it's worth it to me to make the sacrifice on price versus quality. And some things I don't. Some things aren't worth it to me to buy at Costco if I can't use them before they go bad. Some things are, especially if I can freeze them. So I want to tell you a little bit about that today. So one thing I got was these blueberries. Now they had them in organic and regular for the same price, but the organic ones were like pretty much eat today or bust. I don't really want them for today, but I was able to get them for that great price. They were the same price as the regular only because they were about to die, and I can wash them and freeze them in little Ziploc bags. Here's what I will do for my smoothie for the days I want a fruit smoothie. I'm going to take one Ziploc bag and put a cup of blueberries in it. Also, great late night sugar craving snack is to grab a frozen blueberries or frozen grapes. They're really good for snacking on. So there's a tip too. But I will put a cup of berries in with a cup of spinach and freeze it. And then some of them I'll do strawberry, some of them I'll do blueberry. And then what I'll do is whenever I'm making my shake, I pull them out of the freezer, dump that bag in there. I already have a cup of portioned spinach ready to go. The bag of spinach is massive, so I'll only make these portion bags with about half of it, and half of it I'll use to like saute with eggs or mix in my salads, put in wraps, things like that. But this is only $3.99 for this massive bag, but a lot of people will let it go bad before they use it. So that's how you get around that. You can use as much as you can fresh, and then when you see that it's about to kind of turn, portion it out into those little Ziploc bags and stick them in the freezer. Then you have like a smoothie bag ready to go in those little snacks. Just shove them in there and you just dump it in your blender and go. So that's a great tip for not letting your spinach spoil. I have to switch arms because I did arms yesterday and my arms won't hold this phone anymore. Okay, another thing I got at Costco was the box of salad mix. Now at Safeway, these are usually $5 for organic salad mix. They're $3.99, so $4 at Costco. If I'm at Fred Meyer, they're like $6. So it's a great deal to get this at Costco, and I will go through this. I use this. I saute it with breakfast, just like the spinach. I do the salads. So that's something I get at Costco, so that's good to get. And I always dig through the bins. Just so you know, just like the bread shelf, you should always look at the bottom and the back. Same with these. The front ones were expired by April 7th, and these are April 15th. So it pays to just take a second to look through and make sure you're getting stuff that will last as long as possible. That will help so that you're not wasting the vegetables. And then same thing goes, I don't freeze this. I'll usually go through this, but that spinach freezing tip is a great one. Another thing I got, this is unusual for me. I got something a little different. These are chicken, squash, and spinach bowls. It was $10. And I believe, yeah, there's 4 of them. So it's $2.50 or so a meal, I think they were $12, sorry, because it was $3 a meal. So I decided for $3 it was probably worth it. These are going to be emergency pinch meals for me. They say Donley Farms chicken, squash, spinach, paleo bowls, 13 grams of protein. So I wouldn't consider it a full red, but I would consider it a full green and a teaspoon. And then probably a half a red at least. Maybe you just have it and add a little more red to your next portion if you're in an emergency. But it's all organic. And here is how I decide if this is something that I can fit into my plan. I look at the label, like we watched in the video the other day. Ingredients are organic vegetables, butternut squash, spinach, organic coconut oil, organic garlic, sea salt, organic sauce made of tomato, onion, garlic, sea salt, and organic spices, organic grilled chicken, water, organic lemon juice, organic garlic, sea salt, and oregano. So every single thing in here is Fix approved, clean. You can see they're called paleo bowls. That's because you can eat paleo and do the Fix. So This is going to be a great go-to for emergencies. I'll probably take one out, put my name on it, and put it in the freezer at work. I can't really keep food at work all the time, but I can put like one small meal in there. And then for a night when I'm really busy or I forgot to pack my lunch or I get called in, that might be a great go-to. So it's better than not having one. And I would count it as a red and a green. Like I said, probably it's really 3/4 or half a red, but it will get me through and keep me from eating something worse. So those are going to be good. I'm excited to try them. Normally, I don't find many things that are freezer that are fix friendly. So this is a score. I'll let you know how they are. Anyway, so I get this big thing of romaine. I either do the baby romaine or the big one. So that's this. This is tricky. You only really go through this if you really are conscientious of it, at least for us with our family. One thing is Daryl, my husband, blue collar job. He's a plumber. He likes sandwiches for lunch or wraps almost every day, usually sandwiches, wraps if I get up and make him one. So what I do is I wash one head at a time and I roll the bag back up and stick it in the back of the fridge. And then I put the ones that I've washed in a Ziploc gallon bag with a paper towel, and that keeps them from going bad and they stay a little crispier. And I use those as the lettuce on his sandwiches. He really likes to have lettuce on his sandwich. If we don't have that, I just use the salad mix and he's fine with that. But it's nice to have the crispy romaine. And then when it starts to go where it's like we have 2 heads left, I chop it up and mix it in with the salad and just spread our salad out and make it stretch farther by adding some romaine in it. So that's a great one. It's $3.49 for that. It's 5 heads of romaine. So as long as you're using it in your meal plan and you're conscientious of it, that's a great deal. And you can use it up before it goes bad. $5 for the 2-pound things of strawberries. Again, dig to the bottom in the back. Look for the latest date you can. And then if you see they start to go bad, chop them up and freeze them and stick them in with a cup of salad in that smoothie bag. And then you have it ready to go for your smoothies. I did get this. Nikki posted yesterday this nut butter. I've never seen this before at Costco, at least at ours. I know some of the group is in other cities that have bigger, better Costco's. This was $7.99, which is kind of pricey. I normally get fresh ground almond butter at out of the bulk section. But like I told you, I have had this nutso stuff before, it's called. You might have seen me post it. It's amazing. Well, it is too expensive for me to buy online. It's like $14 or $15.99. This was $7.99. And it is almonds, cashews, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, and flax seeds. I think the nutso has 7 or 9 different nuts and seeds. This is only those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I just tasted it. Yes, I just got home and already ate a teaspoon of it. Yes, a teaspoon because I have to measure my nut butters or I will overeat on them. Anyway, tastes the same. Super good. Okay, so we got the 5-pound the strawberries. What's next? Oh, I want to show this. Now, I got these. Someone in the group, I think it might have been Holly, posted these in one of my other groups maybe a week ago. These are these egg bites. They're 2 little egg cups. These are for Daryl, not for me. I will make fixed veggie cups probably tomorrow or the next day before I go back to work because I'm still on spring break with my kids. But I would like to add a ton of veggies into these to make them work. But if you're in a hurry, not too bad. However, look at the ingredients list. There's a lot of things in here that aren't clean. And the other thing I want to point out is cheese, uncured bacon, egg bites. So 2 egg bites. Now, here's what they're a good replacement for. If you like these ones at Starbucks, the sous vide egg bites, they're very similar. Also, you can count it as a red because 2 eggs is a red. This probably has a little more than 2 eggs. And you can tell because the protein's 20 grams, which is a great amount for a serving, 1 red. However, it also has 25 grams of fat. 25. So if you eat one of these as your breakfast, you're going to have to count it as a red and a blue because it has all that fat. So keep that in mind. But if you're in a hurry and on the go and you grab these out of the fridge, the other thing is I can't see on here if they are freezable. It says use by date on package, do not freeze. There we go. So if you buy this, it's a 4-pack. You have to use them within the date on the package. The date on the package, let me tell you this, is 5/26. So if you aren't sure if something has a ton of preservatives in it, there's your clue. Eggs and meat and all of that doesn't keep for 2 months without preservatives. So that's why these are for Daryl and not for me. Because we compromise and I'm not his coach. right? Well, I am his coach, but I'm not. Another thing I got was this. Now, they just recently started selling this at mine. It's the 3-pack of turkey. They usually sold this in the more expensive brand, but this is the Costco Kirkland brand. My husband doesn't like honey turkey, he doesn't like honey ham, and he doesn't like roast beef. So they used to sell the Kirkland brand of the 3 trio pack, the ham, turkey, roast beef, and that's a waste of money for our family. He only likes the turkey, but the expensive name brand is the one that was nitrite free, so I had to always only buy that. Well, this I believe is $9.99, so it comes to $3.33 a pound, and it's 3 pounds of turkey breast, deli meat, and it's, although obviously cooking up your own turkey is best, the ingredients on this, the first is turkey breast, the second is turkey flavor. Yes, it is somewhat processed, but it also has salt, vinegar, lemon juice concentrate, no nitrites, and no nitrates. So, used within 7 days of opening. So, this is a better option than some, and this is what I got for them. My kids will eat turkey sandwiches and wraps, and Daryl will eat one every single day. So, we will go through that, and you don't have to open all 3 packs at once. You open one, you save the other 2 in the back of the fridge. Again, something that doesn't freeze that great, but at least it lasts a while. So not a perfect choice, but a better choice. And deli meat is on the list, okay? As approved. Another thing I got was a set of these knives because they were only $11.99 or $12, and we have them already, and I love them. So I'm thinking of getting rid of my old knife block set and grabbed that instead. These ones are metallic and shiny. The ones I have are like the matte, but I love them. I love the way they cook. I love the way they feel. They stay pretty sharp. They're ceramic knives, and so I got another set of that. All right, I already talked about the blueberries. Apples. Organic galas. Okay, so I got a pack of these. When you get the apples, like the Honey Crisp was $3.49 a pound. That's out of my budget. These are $1.49 a pound. So that is in my budget. And I also know that even when on sale at Fred Meyer, usually $1.49 is the best price I can get on apples that are not organic. So some of these things I have memorized. If you're a computer person, you can make yourself like a little Excel spreadsheet and put the things you want. You can even access it on your phone. And that way you can say at the top, Costco, and put on the left, apples, and you can say $1.49. Galas, $3.49, Honey Crisp. And then when you're somewhere and you see a sale, you can look and go, is that really a good deal or not? Even though they're $2 a pound on sale at Fred Meyer, if I can get organic for $1.50 at Costco, that's a better deal. So I got those, even though I do feel very guilty about the packaging, just so you know. And then I got this flat of tomatoes. Normally, I don't buy the tomatoes at Costco. Oh, and then I got a big thing of ground beef. It's the ground beef at Costco is $88.12. So that means 88% lean meat, 12% fat. The general, like, cheap ground beef that you'll see is $80.20 at the regular grocery store in, like, those chub rolls. This is $88.12. So it's better than most. It's not organic grass-fed beef. Yes, that's ideal. No, I can't afford it. I try and buy as many organic and good for my family products as possible, but no, I cannot afford to buy all our meat that way. Usually I can do well with the produce, but the meat, not so much. But I do think that Costco's meat selection is good quality as far as non-grass-fed beef and all of that. And the $88.20 is great. So this package cost me $20. I dig through and I find the smallest one possible, believe it or not. And it is 5.84 pounds. So I've got 6 pounds there. One night this week, we're going to do hamburgers on the grill. Tomorrow, if it's nice. If not, we're doing taco night. We'll use some of this romaine I bought for the tacos. Dividing up hamburger and ground turkey and mixing together. That's fine. That's fine. You can do a red container of ground beef and it counts as a red, or you can do a red container of turkey and it counts as a red. 6 ounces or 1 red container, right? You measure it or whatever. So for me, if I'm going to have tacos, I'll usually make a big taco salad, and I can have a taco too. I just have to count. So 2 corn tortillas is a yellow. So usually I don't eat yellows at dinner, so I'll probably have a big taco salad. Sometimes I make a nacho out of it and I use diced up bell peppers as the nacho chips instead of, it's really good, bell pepper nachos. So anyway, whatever we do with it, I will divide it up into 6 portions. I'll use 2 pounds to make the taco meat and I'll freeze the other 4 while I'll leave 2 pounds out to make hamburgers and I'll freeze the last 2. So that way I know on my menu this week, one night we'll have hamburgers and one night we'll have tacos. And, then always on Saturday, I do a leftover night. My family's supposed to gobble that stuff up while I'm at work. So that's something. Let's see. Is that everything really that I got? I mean, I got a couple other odds and ends. I got some granola. This is the granola that I buy that shouldn't be every time yellow. But I do count it as a yellow and a teaspoon because it has a little fat in it. And I use it as a topper on my parfaits, and I do measure it with the yellow, again, because I will always overeat on the yellows and the nut butters if I don't measure it, even now. So I did get that so that I can, Olivia likes to eat it as cereal. And then I got a bunch of stuff that's in the freezer already outside, but I got the salmon patty burgers. I count those as one red. They're a great deal. I got some frozen broccoli, some steamers of riced cauliflower. I use that to make like a cauliflower risotto or Asian like Chinese food fried rice. Also, I didn't buy these because we already had some, but I'll show you. Sorry, I know it's dark in here. I buy these Seeds of Change at Costco. They come in a 6-pack, and they have organic brown rice and quinoa. They have Spanish-style brown rice. Each one of these packets steams in 90 seconds, and it's 2 yellows. So that is something that I often do. That frozen cauliflower rice, you can blend it in your shake to sneak in a green. You can blend a cup of the spinach in your shake to sneak in a green. You won't taste either of those things. It will make your shake thicker and more like a milkshake. And the cauliflower rice will anyway, or frozen squash. And then it will be more like a milkshake and it gets a green in. So if you're having trouble with greens, that's an idea. Those steamer bags I love. And I also saw today they had those steamer bags of cauliflower rice. I buy the frozen ones, but it was interesting to me to see they had a dehydrated version that you could steam like that you could keep in just your cupboard or in your pantry. So if you're on limited freezer space like we were until we got a garage freezer, that's a great idea. Okay, that's it. And I got this. This is Birch Bender's gluten-free pancake and waffle paleo mix. It was on sale. I haven't bought it before. But since it's paleo, that means it's fix approved for the ingredients. And a serving to make 2 to 3 pancakes of it would count as your yellow for your breakfast. Normally, I do the Kodiak cakes, and they also have those in the frozen waffles, which I have. Do you typically make it with water or milk, almond milk? For my Shakeology, anytime you use almond milk or cashew milk, it's going to make it creamier. I tend to use water because I'm lazy or I'm at work. When I'm at home, I tend to blend them and make more fun recipes like blend with fruit and stuff. Also in the freezer is this. You've seen me talk about this a lot, the triple berry blend. I use that. I used to use the frozen cherries, but I'm trying to get in shape for summer, and cherries are much higher in sugar. So they might be okay for you, but for me, I'm trying to really rein it in right now and lean out. So I had to let the cherries go for a while because I want to stick kind of to the higher end of the food list, and cherries are down in the middle. What was I going to show you? Oh, shoot. I was supposed to get butter. Anyway. Also, let's see. Let me show you a couple other things. I buy these. The bags of pea snaps. The kids have them for snacks. And I have them for snacks with hummus. These individual hummus cups count as 1 blue. So they're already portioned. They last in your fridge for a long time. They're organic. They're actually a great deal. And these will count as a blue. So those are a good thing to get at Costco. And also they sell, excuse my face in your face, these little guacamoles. And these are an exact blue. So these are organic, also chunky guacamole. The reason you know it's a blue is because the ingredients. The ingredients are organic avocado, tomato, onion, red onion, organic lime juice, cilantro, garlic, jalapeno, and sea salt. Everything in here you can use. This is also freezable. So you can freeze this. You don't have to keep them in your fridge. It's a great deal. And then they'll last you for a long time. Just take some out and put them in the fridge when you're ready. And then you can use this as your blue and take it to work and use that as like in your wrap or on your eggs in the morning. They're great. I tend to do that instead of cheese. This is, hold on, excuse me. The yogurt I buy my kids is this Chobani little cup, right? This is the kind with fruit on the bottom. It has 20 carbs, 16 of them are sugars. So I give them this sometimes. For me, I buy these, the organic 000 Oikos. And I don't eat the peach, that's Elijah's flavor, but there's this. And then also, I'm not gonna get it out because it's way in the back, but there is the Kirkland yogurt. I buy the big plain Chobanis, but they don't have that at my Costco, but they do have the Kirkland brand, and it only has like 5 grams of sugar, I think, in a whole cup, and it has like 20 grams of protein, so that's a great red. That's what I use to make my fruit parfaits in the morning. I throw 1 cup of frozen berries, I throw a cup of quinoa, or a cup of, a yellow, I mean by cup, not a full cup, a yellow of quinoa or a yellow of, sometimes I put shredded coconut, and I put a purple of frozen berries. I put the lid on it, put it in my lunch bag, and it acts as like a freezer in my lunch bag. It keeps everything else cold. The juices, the berries start to thaw at some point in the day, and then I just mix it together and have my parfait. You've also maybe seen me do them in mason jars. I keep them in my fridge as mason jars, and it's an easy way to get a red, purple, and a yellow all in one. You can put a teaspoon of honey in there if you want it sweeter than that and the Greek yogurt bothers you, but having those juicy berries thaw out really helps with that too. Oh, here. Sorry, Julie. I really was getting back to you. This is what I buy. Silk cashew, unsweetened. There's also unsweetened vanilla, but we're low on fridge space, so I had to choose. I like to have both in the fridge, but this is what I have. I've also bought the almond milk at Costco before that you can keep on the shelf. That's a good way to save fridge space. It comes in little cartons. I just don't like almond milk as much as I love cashew milk. And for my chocolate shakes, if you buy the vanilla, still unsweetened, but vanilla, it's only 30 calories in a cup. It counts as a teaspoon for a full cup in your shake, and it makes it super creamy. And the vanilla with the chocolate or the strawberry or anything, it just makes a really good rich flavor. So yeah, there you have it. That's my little update. That's what I got at Costco. I'll let you know, like I said, about these chicken squash spinach bowls. And I'll also let you know about the pancake mix, because I'll probably make pancakes tomorrow. I'll slip those for the kids and see how they feel about the gluten-free pancakes. There is a recipe for pancakes and waffles in Fixate on your bod. But like I said, sometimes we don't have time. And if I can buy a nice mix while it's on sale that is all thrown together for me already, then why not? Okay, I know that was a lot of info and maybe boring to some of you, but I just thought sometimes I'm a very visual person. Sometimes it's helpful for me. I will be whipping out our meal plan here for the week probably tomorrow, because I have a team call at 7:30 tonight with the coaches on my team. So, and if you're thinking of coaching, you better message me so you can be in here with us. Anyway, so I have that tonight, so my time is kind of occupied for the rest of the evening. And then, yeah, so maybe tomorrow I'll put up my menu plan that we're going to be doing for the next few days so I can share it with you and you can kind of see. Maybe I'll work through it live with you and explain. If you guys think that would be helpful, comment below. And that way I can show you how I kind of figure out what my meal plan is and how I set it up. And yeah, I guess that's it. Frozen ground turkey, I got that too. It's in the freezer outside. All right, any questions, post them below. And if you found something helpful, share it with me. And if you have any other thoughts or things that you think would be helpful, share them too. We're all here in this together. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And I hope that you are getting this going pretty well. All right. We'll talk more later. Bye.